topic is the power of celebration. I want to bring your attention to this particular matter because as I've grown as a person, there's times where I've reflected in life and looked back on things, and one of the things I discovered was something I've been doing my whole life and didn't know it. So when you think of celebration, we often think of an anniversary, a birthday party, things that you are celebrating. But I'm inviting you to go along on this journey with me through some experience that I've had, and then I'm going to ask you a question. One of the things I realized I was doing from a very young age actually started with my grandmother, who died when she was 57. And she would come out at a birthday party at my house with bags and bags of jelly beans and cupcakes and more cakes and more juice and more candy. So my grandma Pam showed me early on celebration was a part of life. And as I look at life now, it carried forward. And I'm going to show you how. The organization called Where to Start was something I helped founded during my times at Eaton. And I realized that the way our image and our impression of ourselves impacted us was impacting women who couldn't help themselves in certain situations. So we outfit impoverished women with job interview clothes around the time they're transitioning into work. We've been doing this for 17 years, no grants, no government funding, all volunteer run. Threaditorial became another place where I could celebrate people. I was doing this every day. Nice blue shirt, great red scarf. I'd be out in the street and I'd be saying this all the time. So my partner Alan suggested, why don't you take the pictures of these outfits that you love? I said, okay. And I started doing this vlog. And this vlog is dedicated to all the people. And what I love is going back and scrolling through, having taken that moment, celebrated the confidence and what they were wearing, and then I have this wonderful, wonderful documentation. And looking back, it's probably one of the best things I ever did. Vic 42 is a unique platform. About 3 years ago, my partner Alan and I sat down and thought of a project we could do together. He loves photography, I love to write, and I love to style. In this environment, we could take a person and we could give a lot of exposure and tell a story. We started with 600 likes, and we have 20,000 unique IPs every week read our stories now. It's almost off the charts that in celebrating an individual, the community came together and they celebrate with us. So here I want to ask you a question. What's your reason for doing anything? I found mine. So even if my job or career or project isn't necessarily my title or my belief, my reason for doing anything is to celebrate people. ISMS. I didn't know I had them until one day I was out walking and Alan pointed out I had an ISM. I'll explain what an ISM is now. Example. I was in a restaurant and I'm admiring a father and daughter and they're dining together. So the father's sitting there and he's got his phone out and he's paying attention to his phone quite closely. But he does look up and acknowledge his daughter, and she's smiling and her feet are kicking like crazy under the table. She's just so happy. She's sitting there with her dad. And I'm watching this and I'm going, he's busy. He's there with her. They're gonna spend some time together. They order dinner and they're chatting. So I walk up after I finished my dinner and I ask the question. I actually made a comment, I think. Do you mind if I say something? And he looks up and his daughter looks over, totally in question, and I said, she loves you more than you know. And in my energy and my time and in reading people, and because I love the body language, I could feel or sense something. So I started many moons ago doing this, but I didn't know what I was doing until Alan said, what was that? As I come running back, because I've obviously not followed him out the door. And he said, was that a Teresa-ism? I said, guess so. So it's another way I found I celebrated people my whole life. The most important thing it's brought me is relationships. my interaction with other people, how they make me feel, and what I've realized is, more importantly, how I've made them feel. Celebration often means these things. It's about a passion, it's about honoring someone, or about acknowledgement. But I think I'm taking it a step further. With these projects and all the activities, I ask this next question. What if you created a lifetime of celebration? What if there's moments where you're driving and you're just celebrating the sunshine? Who's been doing that? Put your hands up. Well, lately, especially, or the blossoms. You're in a moment of celebration. You might not know it, but it's like appreciation. At the bottom line, all of these things revolve one key word behind all of it. The word is love. And my version of celebration is the expression of love. What if you celebrated these things instead of just the birthdays? What if you celebrated the food you were eating? Okay, think of your favorite food. Close your eyes. Now eat the food. And tell yourself you're healthy eating it and happy eating it. Take the time to celebrate while you devour your favorite things. You can open your eyes again. What about family? What if you started new traditions and found new ways to celebrate? You could go to the Embers and you could do an ice rink skating event now. What if you created your own board game night and went to a cafe? What if your partner and you weren't doing date night, you were doing lover night? What were those things that you'd rather be celebrating and create new ones in new ways? What if you celebrated the work of others? This is a collaboration. It's what I like to say my partner created as one of the most epic images. It's something I'm incredibly proud of being a part of, and I will never forget the collaboration we did for the individual whose fabric line this was for, and that was Yvonne Mead. It's not a fashion piece. It's 12 yards of fabric. How about color? How would color relate to celebration? Well, think about it. Think about the chakras. Think about the things you see in life. All of it has energy. My favorite color is white. It is all color. I recently completed one stage of a very important project, in a project that will involve more white than you'll all ever know. A lot of white. But it's going to revolve around the confident woman. And in this project, I decided, as of last week, we're going to do man confident. I'm so excited about this project. A little powder, a fan, and a white shirt went a long way. A long way. But out of that, it was actually the energy of the people that changed it, and my relationship to the people through celebrating them. So here's the next part. Judge. Are you the judge in life? Are you judging whether it's sunny enough or too rainy? Or are you the positive influencer? How can you tell the difference? I can tell the difference. I read enough body language all day, taking the photography downtown or helping people with their own styling. I'm also a business person, so I can read personality really, really well. In this case, it's written in your face. How many people walking around like this? Way too often. How many people are walking around like this? The difference, take a look in the mirror and decide which one of those you're going to be in a day. And you'll know whether or not you're ready to celebrate the next person you meet. Find your reason, set sights on your vision, commit, and then celebrate. Thank you for being on my journey, and I hope you all take the time to celebrate the next person you see in your day.